Let's go, Georgia fans. I think it's going under the radar just a bit that Gunnar Stockton has been so good for this team. I understand this was a 20-10 win, but I really like this performance. But honestly, I liked even more what I saw from Zachariah Branch. We start off here with the ball that's thrown behind him. He holds onto it and then falls forward for the first down. And this is one of the better play designs I've seen this year from Mike Bobo. As many of you know, I actually do like Mike Bobo quite a bit. You fake the screen. Obviously, the Gunnar Stockton screen game has been a big part of his offense. And, well, you then throw to Frazier in the flat from the opposite direction. They used to do this quite a bit in Missouri with that Cody Schrader team, just leaking that running back into the flats. It's a really good way to get your quarterback an easy completion early on. So this is a tough one on the 1st and 10 right here. This blitz gets home. All right, the mic here is just wrapping around, and it does not get picked up. Okay, so it's tough for Gunnar Stockton when you have 6 in protection to block 5, and this backer is not accounted for. Now, whose man is this backer right here? Well, you would like to think it's the running back's man. This looks good right here, but this backer wrapping around, this DT holds up, these 2 blockers, and it opens up this backer. Obviously, in a perfect world, you could see the center pick up this DT and then the guard pick up the backer blitzing around. There still is an answer for this. Obviously, as you can see to the top of your screen, this is the 2 best receivers on the team. You have Colby Young and then, of course, Zachariah Branch. So that's where Gunnar Stockton is looking here. But most OCs would tell you if this backer is blitzing, we want to replace him with the shallow drag. As you can clearly see, it is open here to Oscar Delp, but the blitzer is just coming way too fast, and that is the biggest pause of all time. And then the left tackle is also going to beat, and boom. Okay? You get hit. It could have been avoided in so many different ways. Let's go to this 3rd and 3. Man, Kedrick Falk is a really good football player. There's just not going to be that many better edge rushers than him. He just throws the right tackle away. We still do have an answer for this. I think this still gets done to Oscar Delp. Obviously, it would be a dangerous throw. Now he's looking to his left, and he takes a sack here. Okay, so it gets to this 3rd and 3. I do think there is an answer here to Oscar Delp for the first down. It's a dangerous one, but if you throw it away, low and away from this guy, it probably gets done. This probably still gets done to Rod Thomas. It would be bang with that guy being right there on his back. Once again, another pause. We get to here in the protection. Kedrick Falk, you're just not going to play many edge rushers better than him. Obviously, you don't want to get beat that easily, but you see Gunnar Stockton's athleticism on full display. Gunnar, how did you get the heck out of that? Absolutely crazy. This kid is a fighter. And, well, was there anything open down the field on the scramble drill? No. Okay. Absolutely, positively not. Alrighty, so you get the big fumble, and then you get the best block of the season from Monroe Freeling. Okay. It really is that good. Now, before I break this down, I want to shout out number 2, Josh McCray. It could be very frustrating to be a skill guy in this Georgia offense because it is such a heavy rotation offense. So obviously you want to run on this with the safeties being this far back, but it's still tough because you are backed up so deep. Now, I want to give McCray a lot of credit not to just bang this thing on up in here. He sees that it's dirty, so he decides to bounce, which is dangerous because, well, if this guy is flying down, he's taking you for a safety. But the reason this play works is because of this block right here. Look at this. That's Kedrick Falk. And this is grown man strength right here. Are you freaking kidding me? Monroe Freeling, block of the year. He is all the way back in Marietta. Y'all, it's elite stuff. It is elite stuff. Think of your favorite SEC offensive tackle, Sean Andrews, Will Campbell, whoever you think of. It's on that level of. And one thing that will be used against Georgia moving forward is that they did have some massive issues with the exotic pressures. Okay, this is a Spags special where you're showing, and Spags, of course, being Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator. This is a guy I've actually interviewed before, Debo Atkins. He is insanely fast for a linebacker. They had been sending him on a lot of blitzes in this first half, for a couple. Now he's backing up, and he's playing the deep middle in a Tampa 2, and they are actually blitzing the slot corner off the edge. So it's really hard to account for that guy. So in a perfect world, we're throwing this to Cash Jones and replacing the blitzer, okay? But Gunnar Stockton is so insanely athletic. He makes that slot corner miss, keeps his eyes down the field, and finds an open Colby Young on the sideline there. So Auburn has a huge roughing the passer penalty, and you set up a really good screen right here for Georgia. Okay, you showed the screen to Cash to the left. You actually throw it to the right, and all these offensive linemen are getting down the field and making good blocks. Lucky there. Guard on Atkins, puts him on the turf, and then you get a really nice finish right here by Colby Young. That is powerful stuff right there. Look at Colby go, baby. Alrighty, 4th and 5. What a call versus this look, okay? They were on all verts, which is not the best call versus this look, okay? Wow. So there's just no way that you're going to be able to block all these guys. It's cover 0. There's no deep safety. So Gunnar is just in a tough spot, right? There's no short answer here at all. You can see everyone is still running their routes. So the fact that Gunnar even got this up is honestly really good quarterback play. Takes a pretty big shot right there, and it's thrown up in the air. And Colby Young honestly just mistimes his jump. He jumps way too early, okay? And it hits him in the hands. It should have been caught with a better timed jump, but now the ball is going the other way. And look at him in pain. I get it. Now, this to me was going to be the guy on the Georgia wide receiver group, Mr. Noah Thomas. I honestly thought he was going to lead this team in receiving. He still could. But he runs a deep crossing pattern. I was able to get the all-22 and see that the cover 1 safety was not able to get over the top of this. It's a really good cover 1 beater, double post. There was another post being run to the right side, and wow. Alrighty, so we hurry up, get to the 2-yard line here, and you can see only 14-ish seconds go off the clock, so we don't change personnel grouping. That prevents them from making this a heavier personnel group. And look at this. You have Zachariah Branch, the smallest guy on the field, having to come in and make some blocks here. And, well, there's a reason he's a receiver. He ends up blocking his own guy here. So this is a lot of work for Chauncey, and I've been butchering his last name. Bowens or Bowens, okay? Branch, yeah. Even though Branch is supposed to be blocking 41 and 41 is essentially blocked, still, this is a lot of work for Chauncey, and he gets it done. Okay, takes 2 guys into the end zone for a touch. So much is going to be made of the protection. For brevity, there were a few instances where Gunnar, took on a defender. He throws him off and then got lucky it wasn't picked. There was one play in particular in that third quarter where he did that very thing. But honestly, this is good QBing. We have A-gap, immense pressure here. So we just need to get to our check down as fast as we can. And, well, I understand the Cash Jones conversation has gotten pretty toxic on social media. If that is who Kirby wants to be the pass down back, let him be the damn pass down back. He's cash money, baby. Makes a huge guy miss right here. And now it sets up 4th and short. So let's go to this 3rd and 7. Nate Frazier had a 4th down pickup after that Cash Jones play. So 17 was the defender who missed the tackle on Cash. He steps up big here. Once again, Monroe Freeling. This is a very difficult block. It is a backer out into this much space, and you got to get there, that's tough. Okay, I understand it looks like it's a pretty bad miss. That is a really, really, really tough play. And apparently Freeling is battling a few injuries, but that ends up being pretty big. It sets up a long field goal, and Georgia is indeed able to make it. What a massive conversion. And in many ways, even though you're winning 0 for 7 on third down, Auburn was 8 of 14 on third. And somehow, some way, you're winning this game 13-10 on the road. Now, what makes this very interesting is Auburn does indeed back out. All right. But the thing that makes Georgia's screen game so good, dating back to the Monken era, is how well these offensive linemen are coached to getting out on these screens. Okay. They just do a better job of it than anyone else. Okay. Look at this. Look at the mobility here. Remember, Freeling missed a big block a minute ago, steps up big here to get enough. That's honestly even better from Branch. 63 gets over on 24 right there, gets enough. And then you're getting enough here. So it's not the cleanest ever run screen, but it's really good. And look at 73, just putting 21 into the underworld. Okay, 3rd and 9. My goodness gracious. You want to know why I think Gunnar Stockton is just a big-time QB? Rush 3, drop 8. There's still a lot of pressure because Kedrick Falk is just that guy. In Georgia, this honestly is really good play sequencing. Fake the screen to Branch and then hit these secondary options, but it's covered. There's a safety for Lucky, and there is a corner right here for the receiver. So, Gunnar Stockton, this play is totally blown up. Totally blown up. Kedrick Falk is right there in your face. So, Gunnar Stockton says, look, I'm a mother effing playmaker. I'm about that life, boy. Finds Colby Young on the scramble drill. Boom. This honestly is a really good job by Colby as well. Get as close to the sideline, as open as you can. Make yourself as big of a target. Flail your arms up and down like one of those car salesman things that Family Guy always used to make fun of. And what does Colby Young do? He delivers in a major way. Now, this is probably where I get into my Colby Young hate here. And it's not really hate. A lot of players do this. There's no reason to jump here. There's no reason to hurdle. Keep your feet. You have this guy by 1,000 pounds. Okay, you jumping up into the air loses all of your leverage. Okay, so now he's just able to bring you down. And look at this, dude. He's such a freak. He's still almost able to get this in to the end zone. But all of that was brought back for a penalty. Okay, so 3rd and 19. Really good call here just to call the QB draw. Let's just play for the field goal, and let's just live to fight another down. But Gunnar Stockton makes one guy miss, and then he's able to fall forward and make a few other guys miss, and he turns this into a pretty nice gain of yards. Dear Lord, this is a huge 3rd and 8 conversion by Gunnar Stockton. It's not the prettiest either. First thing here is this was one of those bold move cotton coaching decisions, okay? Kedrick Falk has been abusing you. 55 gets the one-on-one. Who's number 55? Bo Hewley, okay? Every one of these offensive linemen is taking an immense amount of criticism, okay? This isn't the best. It's not the worst either. But the reason it ends up being not that big of a deal is Monroe Freeling had himself a whale of a ball game. Okay, so 24 sees a wide open gate right here. Okay, so this is open. A better edge rusher is taking advantage of this swim move right here. But Freeling is able to keep a paw on him and then just wash him all the way down. That is just nasty work. Okay, so that gives Gunnar that little bit extra of space to just kind of drift here. Good wide base. And he sees it this. Let's see if he actually gets a little lucky when he's releasing this. Okay. Yeah, he sees it. Humphrey has a leverage advantage. That DB's behind him, and he throws it right before he's turning back to the QB. Boom. Really good throw. Really good catch. And Humphreys, has he made any other plays this year, number 16? Okay. Freeling, as a run blocker, he does overset here, and he gets swammed to the inside pretty bad. This honestly is a good read by 2 to try and bounce this because since he does swim to the inside, there is space. It's just Freeling here just couldn't get enough of 24 here, and 24 is able to make a really, really, really nice play. And honestly, it still ended up getting a little interesting there, but you're finally brought down. Boom! Georgia fans, I'm looking at you. All right, I'm skipping the fourth down breakdown because it's actually a part of our Zachariah Branch membership film study. It's a good way for you to support what we're doing. We move along. Really good piece of play calling here by Bobo. Okay, sometimes you have to think as a viewer of what these players watch on film. Okay, and if you've watched Georgia recently on film, you know that this jet sweep handoff to Dylan Bell is a play that they like to run a lot. Okay, so they don't do that, and they're actually handing this football to the right. No, they're not. It's a leak. Okay, like we mentioned, it's a play we saw a little bit earlier. It's so hard to guard that running back out of the flats or out of the backfield, and Gunner's able to complete it, and you have a first down. Obviously, in a perfect world, you want him to be able to keep his feet. Yeah, so here's Atkins. He played the most snaps on Auburn's defense, so he's probably getting a little tired here. You show, once again, the sweep motion, and it's a play-action fake. You're trying to get Colby Young into the flat. Because the backer was flying down the edge so fast, he ends up hitting Colby Young and knocking this play off kilter, but there was no backside contained. 24 played a lot of snaps as well, and Gunner Stockton is able to run this in. So, it is amazing how many games Georgia wins where it doesn't look like Georgia's going to win, right? The Tennessee game, and now you have this game where you were down 10-0, and Auburn did a lot of good things defensively against you. It's just offensively, they're bad. And one thing, since, we mostly don't do every single snap of every single play, it is important to point out that this Georgia run game is atrocious. And this offensive line is just trying to find its way, okay? Weird dab action where a lot of helmet-to-helmet contact. And then I hope Delp's okay. I hope he's not concussed. But the truth is, this is just a group of grinders. This is still one of the better teams in the SEC and one of the better teams in college football for good reason. So give Freeling and that offensive line a lot of credit. But the overall operation needs to be cleaner, obviously. So you guys let me know what you guys think. Is Georgia going to win the SEC? Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Could someone tell me? I want to see this video. Look, he is freaking hype. All right, here's the thing. This is a lukewarm high noon. They cut you off after the third quarter. My guy's going nuts. He's going nuts. And, well, at least I got to see Cam Newton's jersey get retired. It is Power Hour SEC. Boom. Someone get me in contact with that guy. I want to see what the video actually looked like. And tonight we are doing barbecue chicken.